Na, hello, sziasztok, hello, Cortez a nap királya, meg Simon Mecse, meg Betafamba, meg Mobile, meg Tejka, meg Dodi, meg Szebe. Hát amúgy... Nagyon gyorsan telik az idő. Szia Kínes. Úgyhogy így fölnéztem, és veszek már vége a napnak. De még világos van. Na jó van. Hát elvileg úgy volt, hogy dotázunk, mert hogy most nagyon nagy patch jött, úgyhogy elvileg Dota 3, de tudsz elment dolgozni, viszont Tomzal megbeszéltük, úgyhogy most már így is játszunk, de addig még amíg jönnek, addig megnézhetünk egy-két videót. Például nagyon durva Diablo 4-es videó, azt nagyon biztosan érdekes. Például. Mit a szék? Mit? Aztán nyugodj már. De most már nem alszik.
In the eternal conflict between the high heavens and the burning hells, Diablo 4 offers you more choice than ever before.
Már most nagyon
Player
rossz.
choice is infused into everything, from how you look, the skills you use, the loot you equip, your path through the non-linear story to how
Ez az
and
egész,
when
hogy
you
elő van
choose to
adva,
explore
bazd
the
meg.
shared open world.
We want players to play their own way and have their own choice of how they're going to build their character.
Between all of our different systems, you can really create a custom character in ways that was not available in previous Diablo titles. When you log into Diablo 4, the first thing you're gonna have to do is create your character. And those familiar with Diablo are gonna be very familiar with the screen with all the classes sitting around the campfire.
In Diablo 4, we got 5 classes. The Barbarian is your fantasy of a fierce warrior or fighter.
The Barbarian is the weapon master of Diablo 4, being able to pick up any weapon, jump into the fray, and do really badass stuff with it.
They're very strong, they're very physical, they can take different weapons for different situations and use them to their maximum effect.
The Sorcerer is really your elemental mage.
Dank.
You have fire, ice, lightning. You can either focus on one or you can kind of be a jack of all trades mage and use abilities from all three.
They're a little more fragile than other classes, tend to be more ranged. The Rogue, unlike the Barbarian, they are a little bit more
Check it
clever.
out,
They're very
kicsit.
fast. They have the ability to imbue their weapons with different elemental energies, and they can modify them to do different things.
The Rogue has two different types of play styles. You have the ranged crossbow type gameplay, or you have the in-your-face
Jó,
daggers,
nem tudom, jó.
poisons. You can lead the enemies into traps that have huge effects. More stealthy type gameplay. And the Druid is really this shapeshifter.
When you cast certain skills, you change
Ah,
your
ez
form.
kurva
What you
jó,
look
ez
like
skill
and
volt
what
a
you can
bétában
do.
is.
They can turn into werebears or werewolves. If I cast a werewolf skill, I turn into a werewolf and I do werewolf things. If I cast like Pulverize, for example, which is a werebear skill, I turn into a werebear, I slam the ground really hard. Fits the fantasy, it's pretty cool. They can also become masters of nature magic with earth and storm magic. Last but not least, we got the Necromancer. They
Certainly.
raise armies of the dead. They have different types of minions. You've got your skeletal warriors, your skeletal mages, and then your golem.
You have blood magic or bone magic that you can also take advantage of and tackle combat that way. If you've played a previous Diablo game and you enjoyed a certain play style, you can actually bring that into Diablo 4, or just try something completely new.
No matter which class you play, there's going to be multiple different avenues and fantasies that you can chase.
Aha.
You can customize
Chattel.
your character in ways you've never been able to before, with near endless character creation.
Ez a Joe mindig olyan fejet
In
vág.
previous Diablo games, you had
Két óra
to
még,
be
két
attached
óra
to certain
szerintem.
archetypes and look a certain way. And in Diablo 4, it's really up to you how you want your character to look.
You'll be able to choose from different facial structures from people all over the world. No matter where you are, you'll be able to say, hey, I can actually make someone that looks like me or looks like someone from my part of the world, which we're really proud of.
Ezek, tehát ez tényleg?
And every class actually has a specific hairstyle that no other class can use. You can pick your eye color. We have some really fun ones. We have eye glowing. We have a bloodshot type eye. And then you can actually pick a marking, which is a tattoo or a design that covers your entire character.
Ez hány
And
év?
there are
Tehát ez
dozens of
10-15
those.
éve is volt már ilyen, nem?
Transmog is the idea that you can take a piece of gear and change the appearance of it to look like a different piece of gear.
Az meg a
As far as
másik, igen,
aesthetics,
igen.
the sky's the limit. However you can think of making your character, you can make it that way.
Everybody's going to look completely different in Diablo 4.
De jó, bazdmeg.
One of our pillars for class design in Diablo 4 is this idea
Szia,
that we want
ez aki
players
csak a
to play
telóról
the
van.
way that they want to. When you first start the game, we introduce you to the idea of the skill tree. As you level up, you get access to these different skills or passives or upgrades to make your character more powerful.
Each category has a few different skills that are all similar. They're either all defensive or all offensive, all ice or all fire. You can either focus on a very specific section or
ez
you
nagyon
can
rossz.
pick and choose.
The first skill point when you unlock a new skill is going to give
Szia,
you
Darko,
access
nem?
to that skill. After that, you can put additional points into any skill that you have, and it's going to make it better, whether it increases the radius or adds some new effect or reduces the cooldown through some special way.
You can actually branch out in a very different direction, even if two characters actually started at the same place. The Paragon board is a late game system that once you've completely filled out your skill tree, you think you have a build, it will really let you delve into the theory crafting and the depth of Diablo 4's skill system.
And these boards, they can move through them spending their Paragon points, and they have nodes that give them very basic stats like intellect or dexterity. We also have more powerful nodes. We have rare nodes that have different effects where they can totally modify a skill to do something additional or different, or they can even make new connections between skills so that players can have new ways to play their character. Legendary nodes are equivalent to legendary powers, where they have more powerful effects that can change the builds and ways that characters play.
You can start planning this long journey of, okay, I want to hit this node and then I want to hit this node. I'm going to apply this board and I'm going to start from this side and really just get into a super complex, very specific
Super
build for your
komplex,
character.
yes, super komplex. Kirakok 10x5 dexterity-t, hogy kirakjak egy nagy nódot, aminek van értelme.
Items that you're going to find as you adventure through the world of Sanctuary. We have quite a few different categories of legendaries and how they do that.
Hát,
Some
de
of
most,
them will actually
amint,
change your skill.
hát komplexebb, mint bármi mi volt, de hol volt?
So that
From this
are really
for your character into a super complex, very specific build for your character.
És, yeah.
Legendary items are really rare and powerful items that you're going to find as you adventure through the world of Sanctuary. We have quite a few different categories of legendaries and how they do that. Some of them will actually change your skill or enhance it in some way.
Frozen Orb, for example, it might say, hey, every single time you use your Frozen Orb, it applies a new effect. And then I can actually take advantage of that.
De várjál, a
effect
nagy
that
nót
it
sem
has
volt egy nagy izé, nem?
build for your character.
Hát, ez jó, csak úgy látom, hogy ilyenből, tehát mennyi van itt az izén? Ez nem tudom, hogy az-e. Nem tudom. Ez is az lehet? Nem, is, nem lehet megmondani. De mondjuk legyen az. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Jól számoltam? Ja, kb. 10. Többi az meg ilyen semmi. Na mindegy.
Legendary items are
Felesleges amúgy már. Addig, amíg nincs ez.
We have quite a few different categories of legendaries and how they
hát következő táblára.
change your skill or enhance it in some way.
Frozen Orb, for example, it might say, hey, every single time you use your Frozen Orb, it applies a new effect. And then I can actually take advantage of that new effect that it has. Even if item itself is maybe not as good as the one you have, you can still extract that power from it, take advantage of it, and use it for your build.
One thing that our players can look forward to is that a lot of our classic, really rare, and most powerful items from previous titles are going to be returning as uniques in Diablo 4.
Unique items are very similar to legendaries, but they're unique, which means if that ability is actually on a chess piece, it's always going to be on that chess piece.
Persze, a legdrágább
Because it's
fizetős
more
vagyok
powerful than a
valószínűleg.
regular legendary effect.
Én a 200 eurós
Crafting
vagyok.
is a big part of Diablo 4. We have all kinds of different ways
Crafting is a big part of Diablo.
to make your gear better. You can increase the item level or power of your gear, so you can actually get a piece of gear and just make it stronger. You can also add sockets to your gear so that you can put gems inside of it.
There are a lot of different ways that players will be able to customize their experience in Diablo 4. Every single player is going to have a different experience and a different build at the end.
Miért kezdenék a HCM-nek
Because we have
később?
all of these different ways to make your own character. There's a lot more possibility compared to previous titles of how you want to play PCs to Diablo 4.
Unique items
Hol mondta az, hogy
Diablo 4, we have
igen.
all kinds of different ways that you could upgrade and interact with NPCs to make your gear better. You can increase the item level or power of your gear, so you can actually get a piece of gear and just make it stronger. You can also add sockets to your gear so that you can put gems inside of it.
Hát ez
There
nem,
are
ez
a
nem
lot of
crafting,
different
bassz
ways
meg az,
that players
hogy...
will be able to customize their experience in Diablo 4. Every single player
Ez
is
volt a
going
big
to have a
crafting? Ez
different
volt a big crafting, hogy rárakhatsz egy izét, egy legendary affixet, meg hogy csinálhatsz az itembe egy szocketet?
You can also add sockets to your gear so that you can put
De most tényleg, tehát azt mondta.
titles are going to be returning as uniques in Diablo.
be on a regular legendary.
We have all kinds of different ways that you can
Igen.
upgrade and interact with NPCs to make your
Igen.
gear better.
Rárak
You
egy
can
legendary
increase
affixet.
the item level or power of your gear, so you can
Igen.
actually get a piece of gear and just make it stronger. You
Igen.
can also add sockets to your gear so that you
Igen.
can put gems inside of it.
There are a lot of different ways that players
És?
will be able to customize their experience in Diablo 4. Every single
Szépen
player is
este.
going to have a different
Ennyi?
experience and a different build at the end of the day.
Because we have all of these different ways to make your own character, there's a lot more possibility compared to previous titles of how you want to play, how you want to build your character. We really are doubling down on this idea that you can look the way you want, you can play the way you want, you can really make your own fantasy in this game.
Hell welcomes all, and so does Diablo 4. In the coming weeks, we'll be sharing even more about how to play your way. Now, our launch on June 6th is getting closer. Closer still if you got early access. And we can't wait to see you in Sanctuary. Hail Lilith, Blessed Mother.
Ez mi a faszom volt? Fú, te. Ez mi volt? Szénkon. Vaják, jó. Hol van? Ez biztos kurva jó lesz.
Now, for the first time, I understand real fear.
Szitakács.
Geralt? Jennifer? Jennifer?
Jó, bazdmeg. Hát ez nagyon gyász. Ez mi volt? Diablo 4-es druida. Hát akkor nem kell félniük tőle, mert az angolfasz nem csinál. Hú, de rég láttam ezt.
Yo, what's up with shop?
No Rhea.
Why not?
Cause we got a red cap. They say we have a new package tomorrow.
New package.
Yeah. Yeah, man, this we got stepped on shit. We got out here get these fiends agitated.
But look at them. They still buying it though.
Yeah, they buying twice as much and only getting half as high.
Yo, what was that?
Hmm?
Castle can't move like that. Yo, castle move up and down or sideways like.
Nah, we ain't playing that.
Man, look at the boy playing checkers.
Checkers?
Yeah, checkers.
Yo, why y'all playing checkers on the chess set?
Yo, why you give a shit? Man, we ain't got no checkers.
Yeah, but yo, chess is a better game, yo.
So,
Nah, hold up. Y'all don't know how to play chess, do you? So nothing, man. Look,
Witcher második évad. Kurva szar volt.
come on, man. Nah, come on. We're right in the middle of a game.
Az első rész jó volt, vagy ilyen jó, vállalható jó volt, aztán, hogy így szar. Ezt lehet mondani rá, hogy szar. Így egy ember tudta volna vinni a sorozatot, hogy így még jobb legyen a szarnál, de nem volt benne rendesen. Konkrétan keveset szerepelt. Fú, de tényleg. Hagyjál már Ferisz, basszeg. Nem baj, neked tetszett, örülünk, hogy neked tetszett. Nagyon jó, de attól még szar volt. Elvileg Danis is innen tanult sakkozni.
She's smart, she fierce. She move any way she want, as far as she want. And she is
Szia, Lola.
the go get shit done piece.
Remind me of Stringer.
Nem csak te, Enkon.
It's like the stash. You move like this, and like this.
Dog, stash don't move, man.
Come on, yo, think. How many times we moved the stash house this week? Right? And every time we move the stash, we gotta move a little muscle with it, right? To protect it.
True. You right. All right. What about them little bald-headed bitches right there?
All right, these right here. These are the pawns. They like the soldiers. They move like this, one space forward only, except when they fight. And it's like this. And they like the front lines. They be out in the field.
So how do you get to be the king?
It ain't like that. See, the king, stay the king, all right? Everything stay who he is, except for the pawns. Now for pawn, made it all the way down to the other dude's side, you get to be queen. And like I said, the queen ain't no bitch. She got all the moves.
All right. So, if I make it to the other end, I win.
Mi nem vágod ezt? Nem, Csemege nem vágja a Fire-t.
Make it to the end, I'm top dog.
Nah, yo, it ain't like that. Look, the pawns, man, in the game, they get capped quick. They be out the game early.
A drótot.
Unless they some smart-ass pawns.
Nem vágja a drótot. Azt sem tudom, ezt láttam-e. Láttam akár zenekarra, nem láttam. Szerintem. Tomod is így halt meg elvileg.
What? Oh, it's a reflect map, lol. Well, no more Wraithless!
Bárkivel előfordul. Van itt, ez micsoda?
Hello! Most éppen hajnali 3 óra 15 van. És körülbelül 5 éve megy ez a zalza.hu reklám, abból az 5 évből minimum 3 év az az időszak, amikor minden reggel felébredtem a te rettenetesen idegesítő, visítós, ráadásul még ordító reklámmódra is, az, ami nem is lenne baj, hogy visítva is ordító, mert az Eric Cartmant azért kifejezetten szeretem, de ezzel nagyon szépen kérlek, csináljatok már valamit! Arról nem beszélve, hogyha véletlen itthon vagyok, ez a reklám már annyira kikészített idegileg, hogy csak ha meghallom, ki kell kapcsolni a tévét. És ez bármely csatornán is van, 4 óra 20 percenként be kell következzen. Mert olyan sűrűn adják, ha már nem bírom. Megmondom az őszintét, reggel 6-kor kell kelnem. És most úgy fel tudod megint idegesíteni, hogy nem fog tudni aludni, mert én csak tévére tudok aludni, úgyhogy valamit csináljatok már vele! Vagy ha nem, én esküszöm az életemre, megfogok és kivágom a nyelvedet, bármennyire is kedvelem azt, amit csinálsz, legalábbis a 90%-át. Persze ez jó, ez most vicc, mert nem tennék ilyet, de ha kell, esküszöm az életemre, hogy polgári pert indítok ellened zaklatásért!
Azok a régi magyar szinkronok milyen jók voltak? Mármint, hogy hát... Igen. Nem csak a Csere Gáborra gondolok, de... Meg sem nem nyitni, amit Erza küldött be. Mi ez a szar? Igen, múltkor bazdmeg. Mi ez amúgy? Volt már csak a kommandó?
A földbolygó. Több millió életforma él ezen a gyönyörű kék bolygón. Azonban eme fajok közül több, mint 15 000-et a kihalás veszélye fenyeget. Eljött hát az időnk, hogy kiálljunk és harcoljunk. Itt az idő.
Szóval, ahogy a neve?
New projekt! Aktiválás! Ki lettél választva, hogy bátor hős legyél és megvéd a földet.
Nem szabad így. Egy igazi úriember nagyobb tisztelettel bánik a hölgyekkel.
Mi ez? Egy macska. Harcolnod kell. Nyitva, hogy itt harcoljak. Szívesen felszolgálom neked az igazságot.
Még soha nem láttam ehhez foghatót. A pürin az első... Még soha nem láttam ehhez foghatót. A pürin az első számú a világon. Na, Neda! Megteszem, amit tudok.
Üdv a nyűv-nyűv kávézóban, és...
A bázisunkon.
Ez...
Begyűjtve!
Az emberiség.
Ez mi a tököm?
Nagyon sok bűnt követett el.
Ez... Ez mi a tököm?
Bűnt követett el. Nagyon sok bűnt. Az emberiség. Az emberiség. Nagyon sok bűnt követett el. Az emberiség. Nagyon sok bűnt követett el. Az emberiség. Nagyon sok bűnt követett el.
Köszi szépen, Pajti.
Konticuki, konticuki, konticuki.
Nagyon sok bűnt követett el. Az emberiség. Nagyon sok bűnt követett el. Az emberiség. Nagyon sok bűnt követett el.
Érdekes, Blade-nek némítva van a stream. Mi a tököm? Nincs mit nézni rajta. Nincs mit nézni rajta amúgy. Na, van hosszabbakat, azt most nem nézünk már. Hol volt?
Az emberiség nagyon sok bűnt követett el.
Nem, mert elvileg már elvileg már megy. Elvileg már mehet. De holnap még nézhetünk. Az emberiség nagyon sok bűnt követett el. Nem is mondom, mert úgyis alszatok. A2 óval. Sehogy. Az emberiség nagyon sok bűnt követett el. Igen, Ferinc. Nincs időm. Még a izét se. Pedig azt Erzával elkezdtük, de azóta se tudtam, azóta se folytattunk. Szerződés szerint. Mi van a szerződés szerint? Mondjuk azt már mondtam Erzának többször is. Életét adta. Vérét adta. Életét adta. Dupla évadot kell néznem. Ez már nem is Dota 2, ez Dota 3.